Hi, today's video is about how narcissistic abusers and cult leaders, same thing, fake empathy. When someone who's highly narcissistic is young, very young, like toddler young, okay, like that stage when your children went through and they just said no all the time and mine, but you had to teach them that, if you want the other children to play with you, you have to be nice, you have to share. But someone who's highly narcissistic, now, I don't know what environment in their youth causes that. There are experts out there, refer to them. But when very young, toddler stage, someone is developing highly narcissistic qualities, they don't want to share and they don't want to be nice. They just want their needs met. And if they could just pick up their little Tonka truck and beat the other kids over the head, bam, 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 and get their needs met, fine. But they very quickly learn that the other children disperse and don't want to play with them if that's how they behave. So they watch. They observe. And what are the other children doing to keep the other children playing with them? Well, they're nice and they share. Well, if that's what they got to do to get the other children to play with them, it may take longer and it might not be as fast or effective as the Tonka truck to make the other person do what I want them to do. But if I have to be nice and share, then that's what I'll do to get the other children to play with me. So what happens is that they grow up. And they've been doing this a very long time. They've been doing this fake empathy thing since they were little things. And then in adulthood, it looks like this. My ex did these grandiose displays of empathy, or what seemed to be empathy, right? So we'd be riding through trails on ATVs along with, lots of other people this is a public place, lots of other people riding their ATVs around. So we're riding through the trails on the ATV, and he would stop every time he saw another rider or riders stopped off the trail. Now, when I say he stopped, it's not like the other riders' engine was steaming, or they were stuck in the mud, or they had a flat tire. They could have just been sitting there eating a sandwich, taking a lunch break. But my ex would pull over and be like, "Oh my God, do you need something? I can help you. I can help. What do you need help with?" Right? Like every single time, despite the fact that there was no evidence that these other drivers needed any help. He would do this thing whenever there was a turtle in the road. Practically cause an accident to stop traffic, get the turtle and take it out of the road. Now look, I don't want the little turtle to die either. And lots of people stop and pick the turtles out of the road. But it was as if what really mattered, if you felt into the situation, what really mattered was that other people saw him take the turtle out of the road. Now, my last example is a doozy. One time, we had this little infestation of ladybugs in our bathroom, and he didn't want to kill them. Either did I. They're so cute, right? I didn't want to kill any ladybugs. He didn't want to kill any ladybugs. So we didn't kill them. We tried to just reroute them out the window. Fine. But after I left him, he said to me one time, "How can you say that I'm narcissistic and that I don't have any empathy when I couldn't even kill the ladybugs?" Oh yeah, that's right. You couldn't even kill the ladybugs. It was just me you were trying to kill. 6'3", 200-pound man puts both hands around my neck, strangles me while bashing my head into the refrigerator door, and he can't understand how I don't think he is a good, empathetic person because he couldn't kill a ladybug. And this is how they function, guys. This is how they function. Because they show these great displays of empathy, of altruism, of goodness, they literally think it balances the scales of the horrors that they do. They think it makes up for it. What's wrong with you that you don't appreciate the good things they do, the empathy that they show? Why are you so sensitive to that other thing I did? And they turn it around and make it your fault. And that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I want to say this at the end. First, don't feel bad if you fell for their fake empathy. They've been doing it since they were a toddler. They're really good at it. And two, let go of any guilt they tried to heap on you for not appreciating their empathy, for not appreciating their altruism, for not appreciating the good things they did. They had to do those things, or you would have left them a long time ago. Those things are just as manipulative as the horrors that they do, because it's just to keep you hooked. Their fake empathy is just to keep you hooked and make them look good to outside people, so that outside people won't suspect the horrors that they're doing to you at home. I really hope that helps. Share with someone if that you know that they're in a tough situation, being narcissistically abused or fresh out of a cult. Thanks for listening.